Kathy Hilton's girls' trip leads to confusion and competition in RHOBH preview. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 14 is firing on all cylinders, and we are only 2 episodes into the new season. Kathy Hilton is back in all her hunky-dory glory, giving fans hilarious as well as WTF moments to talk about each episode. That's the case in the latest sneak peek at Season 14, Episode 3. In an attempt to bring the women together for some fun, Kathy plans a beach trip. The footage reveals that Kathy feels like some beach games are in order. Let's just say not all of the women are on board for the games Kathy chooses, but who's going to argue with Kathy Hilton, right? Kathy Hilton's girls' trip leads to confusion and competition in RHOBH preview. In the footage shared by the Instagram account at RonjObsessed, things kick off with Dorit Kemsley making it clear that she's in it to win it. A flip of the screen shows the game beginning with Dorit and newbie Bose St. John running, only to have Dorit faceplant in the sand. When the first game, which is honestly just some running around, is over, Garcelle Bovest and Boz are declared the winners. The day takes a turn as Kathy reveals the next game is Duck, Duck, Goose. Yes, just like the game you played as a kid, because according to Kyle Richards, her sister lives in a nursery rhyme book. Jennifer Tilly has the best response in her confessional, comparing the experience to playing poker. Boz and Sutton Strack are confused about how and why they are playing this game on the beach. The entire group plays the game though, which leads to Dorit's face planting for the second time. We have to say the Duck Duck Goose game is pretty hilarious to watch, and based on what's coming up between Kyle and Dorit, the women need some laughter. RHOBH Season 14, Episode 3 preview teases more Kyle Richards and Dorit Kemsley drama. The most recent episode of RHOBH featured Dorit not taking any crap from Kyle or listening to her excuses for downplaying their friendship. It seems we get more of the same in the next episode. After a fun beach day, another fight between the former friends puts a damper on the nighttime festivities. Dorit isn't playing games or backing down to Kyle as the latter warns her to shut up and listen. There's no question that the narrative of Kyle Richards and Dorit Kemsley's feud will be a focal point for the current season. However, some fans are beginning to wonder if the friendship drama wasn't all fabricated, and you can find out why here. Title: Chaos and Couture. Kathy Hilton's girls' trip takes center stage on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The sun had barely risen over the rolling hills of Beverly Hills when Kathy Hilton emerged from her estate, clad in a feather-trimmed kaftan that practically screamed opulence. In true Kathy fashion, she was simultaneously sipping her morning cappuccino and coordinating the logistics of a long-anticipated girls' trip. The invite list included the core RHOBH ladies, Kyle Richards, Dorit Kemsley, Erica Jane, Sutton Strack, Crystal Kung Minkoff, and Garcelle Bovest. Each had received a personalized invitation, complete with Swarovski-studded suitcases. "This isn't just any trip," Kathy declared to the confessional camera, her lips curling into a mischievous grin. "It's an experience." Rumors of the excursion had already sent shockwaves through the group. Whispers about the itinerary, described as luxurious yet mysterious, had everyone speculating, was it a spa retreat, a shopping spree in Paris, a safari in Kenya? No one knew, not even Kyle, who was growing increasingly anxious about her sister's unpredictable ways. A bumpy start. The trip began with a champagne-fueled limo ride to a private jet. Tension brewed almost immediately. Kathy had made a last-minute adjustment to the seating arrangements, placing Dorit next to Erica instead of Garcelle. "Is this about that comment at dinner last week?" Garcelle muttered under her breath to Sutton, referencing an argument that had left Kathy visibly unimpressed. "Kathy thrives on chaos," Sutton replied with a knowing smile. "But I'm not playing her games today." Erica, unfazed, leaned back in her seat and muttered, "It's not my fault if people can't handle the truth." By the time the jet landed, the group was already divided into factions. Kathy, however, was oblivious, too busy directing the staff at their destination, a sprawling villa on the Amalfi Coast. Welcome to Kathy's world. Upon arrival, Kathy gathered the women in the villa's marble-floored foyer. "Ladies," she began, dramatically removing her oversized sunglasses, "this week is all about bonding, self-discovery, and a little competition. Competition? Kyle repeated, narrowing her eyes. Yes, Kathy chirped. I've planned a series of challenges inspired by reality shows. Think Survivor meets the Real Housewives. The winner will receive a prize befitting a queen. What kind of prize? Dorrit asked, her designer-clad form practically vibrating with curiosity. Oh, just a little something, Kathy teased, holding up a Louis Vuitton box. The promise of luxury ignited a spark of interest, but also wariness. Kathy's events were never straightforward, and this one promised to be no exception. The games begin. The first challenge, titled Who Knows Kathy Best, set the tone for the week. The women were quizzed on obscure facts about Kathy's life, her favorite childhood snack, Fritos, the name of her first pet, Sir Fluffy, and the age she first visited Paris, 15. I'm her sister. I've got this, Kyle whispered to Dorrit, only to get half the answers wrong. You don't even know your own sister, Erica cackled, relishing Kyle's mortification. To everyone's surprise, Sutton emerged victorious, attributing her success to years of Southern charm and paying attention to detail. Cracks in the foundation. As the week progressed, Kathy's challenges grew more elaborate and divisive. One task involved designing couture outfits using only materials found in the villa. Dorrit's creation, a gown made of silk curtains and seashells, earned her praise, but Erica accused her of hiring a stylist on the sly. Dorrit, honey, your spontaneous creativity feels a little too polished, Erica sneered. Jealousy is such an ugly color on you. Dorrit shot back, her British accent sharpening with every syllable. Meanwhile, Crystal found herself caught in a heated debate with Garcelle over the ethics of another challenge. Blindfolded taste-testing dishes, Kathy claimed were authentic Italian cuisine. This is definitely store-bought pasta, Garcelle declared, while Crystal defended the meal, earning herself a dubious side-eye. Kyle's breaking point. The simmering tensions finally boiled over during a karaoke night, a Kathy-curated event designed to loosen everyone up. Kyle, already irritated by Kathy's micromanaging, reached her breaking point when Kathy demanded she perform Dancing Queen in front of everyone. I'm not your puppet, Kyle snapped, tossing the microphone aside. The room fell silent as Kathy's expression hardened. I'm trying to create memories, Kyle, she said coldly. Well, some of us don't need to be controlled to have fun, Kyle shot back before storming out. The fallout from their argument rippled through the group, with everyone taking sides. Erica, unsurprisingly, sided with Kathy, while Garcelle and Sutton supported Kyle. A twist in the tale. Just when it seemed the trip couldn't get more chaotic, Kathy dropped a bombshell during the final dinner. I need to come clean about something, she began, her voice trembling just enough to draw everyone's attention. The women leaned in, bracing for drama. This whole trip has been filmed for a potential Kathy Hilton spin-off. A stunned silence enveloped the table. What? Kyle exclaimed. You used us as props for your show. I thought it would be fun, Kathy replied defensively. You're always saying I don't take this group seriously enough. That's because you don't. Kyle fired back, her face red with frustration. Hold on, Erica interjected, clearly intrigued. Is there a producer credit in this for me? Because I'm in. The revelation sent the dinner spiraling into chaos, with accusations flying and alliances shifting. By the time dessert was served, Kathy had retreated to her room, leaving the women to argue among themselves. The aftermath. The next morning, Kathy called a truce, inviting everyone to join her on the villa's terrace for mimosas and apologies. I may have taken things a little too far, she admitted, but you can't say it wasn't memorable. While some wounds were still raw, the promise of a luxurious goodbye gift, a diamond-encrusted bracelet for each lady, helped soothe the tensions. I'll never understand Kathy's methods, Sutton admitted in her confessional, but I can't say I'm mad about the results. As the group posed for one final photo overlooking the Amalfi Coast, it was clear that Kathy's trip had achieved its goal: confusion, competition, and, ultimately, unforgettable reality television. Next time, Kyle muttered to Garcelle, I'm planning the trip.